Hey, hey, hey! So we are back for another book review, and today we are reviewing what a book we are reviewing. So today we're going to be talking about A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. First, let's go ahead and read the back. It says, "Good. I was not good. I was nothing, and my soul, my eternal soul, was damned. I tried to get my traitorous lungs to draw air so I could voice the word, no, no. But I didn't have to say it. Thunder cracked behind me, as if two boulders had been hurled against each other. People screamed, falling back, a few vanishing outright as darkness erupted. I whirled, and through the night, drifting away like smoke on a wind, I found Rysand, straightening the lapels of his black jacket. Hello, Feyre, darling, he purred." All right, and now we're going to read the inside, kind of a full book summary. Okay. Feyre survived Amarantha's clutches to return to the Spring Court, but at a steep cost. Though she now has the powers of the High Fae, her heart remains human, and it can't forget the terrible deeds she performed to save Tamlin's people. Nor has Feyre forgotten her bargain with Rysand, High Lord of the feared Night Court. As Feyre navigates its dark web of politics, passion, and dazzling power, a greater evil looms, and she might be key to stopping it, but only if she can harness her harrowing gifts, heal her fractured soul, and decide how she wishes to shape her future, and the future of a world torn apart. Okay, so we pick up after the first book ends, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm going to try not to put any spoilers in this review. I'm not trying to not give too much away. I have to say, this book, the first book was like 46 chapters long. This one is 69 chapters long. Obviously, she a thick book. Okay, she's a thick book. It's very, very long. It's a very good read, you guys. If you've read the first one, you definitely need to read this one. If you haven't read the first one, you need to go find it and you need to read it like ASAP, or either check it out from your library like I did, or of course purchase it. I'm very intrigued by this whole fairy world, and I'm not somebody who likes fantasy books typically, but I do like romance novels, and this is definitely a romance novel. This book has so many twists and turns, and so many things are explained in this book that happened in the first book, and you find out why certain things happened the way that they did, and the reason behind people doing certain things. You get a more in-depth look at certain characters. Like I said, I'm going to try not to give too much away, but the character growth from beginning to end of this book is absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. The characters and the way they're described, and the way that almost all the characters in the book grow from the beginning to the end of the book, it's fantastic. It's so well written, you guys. So incredibly well written. And I will say, the first book did not have a lot of sensualness in it. This book has definitely more. So these are marked young adult books. It's not super graphic. There are a couple of parts where it could be a little bit more graphic, but it's still not, it's still not as graphic as some books that I've read. So, I think it's probably still okay for a young adult to read. And I will say those parts occur mostly towards like the middle to the end of this book. So, and there's not a whole lot of it either. It's just like a couple of pages, a couple of chapters have different sections. So, if you like that, then I'm sorry, there's not a lot in here. If that's not something you like, then good news, there's not a lot in here. So, it's more jam-packed with storyline and things that happen, and characters taking turns that you didn't think that they were going to take, and feelings coming to light, and things happening that you didn't estimate were going to happen. And like I said, so much of the first book gets explained in this book, and this book doesn't even really end. This book definitely, I was getting towards the end of the book, and I was like, there's no way they're going to end it. Like, there's no way that this all can go down. Like, what needs to go down can go down, you know, by the end of the book. And It did and it didn't. So it's definitely, this book is definitely a continuation to the next book, which I have already kind of started reading. But it's so fabulous, you guys. These characters are so well developed and so well written. And I love that this author, Sarah J. Maas, I love the world that she's created. I love these characters. I feel like it does make a statement on today's world in the United States, and how the government rules the people. I feel like it definitely makes something of a statement. People are, as far as in this book, there's definite separation between like Prithian, the Fae lands, the Fae or the magical creature land, and then the mortal lands. So I guess you could liken that between like the rich and the poor, but like I definitely feel like some people are looked at as mortals and some people are looked at as like magical or like high fae. Like high fae are the ones that they have money. I mean, they have better food, like they have better things. They have actual houses to live in, they don't struggle to eat. They don't struggle to live. Whereas people in the mortal lands, a lot of them do, there's some of them that don't, but quite a few of them do. So there is that kind of distinction. Without saying too much, this is an incredible book. I highly encourage you to go out and read it. And I know if you didn't read the first book, I probably, spoiled it a little bit just by reading what's on the book. However, if you picked up this book at your local library, you could sit and read this. You could see what's going to go down and what's going to happen. So there's that. But I don't want to give too much away. This is an excellent book. I have to rate it 5 out of 5 stars, you guys. This is probably even better than the first one. And I think that really doesn't really happen. Usually the sequel to a movie or, the sequel in a book series usually doesn't compare to the first book. This book is far, far better than the first one. And they're both incredibly well written, characters very well developed and things like that. But so much happens in this book and it explains so many things in a way that everything like flows together really, really well. And I can't say enough about this book. So like I said, I'm trying to kind of review it and tell you guys about it without giving the storyline away. So make sure if you've read the first one, make sure you go check out this one. If you haven't read the first one, make sure you go check out A Court of Thorns and Roses, and then make sure you grab this one and read it, because this book is absolutely incredible. And I did do my makeup like the night court, as a night court look for this review, and it was totally fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. So if you know, you know, and if you don't know, but yeah, it's just an incredible book. And there's places described in here that you want to visit them. Like you want to go and see this place or meet the characters. And I think that's absolutely incredible as something that an author can do. So yeah, I'm going to rate this book 5 out of 5 stars. Let me know if you have read this book before and what you thought of it down in the comments below. Don't forget to go follow me over on the Instagram. Like this video if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring that bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video, because you never know what kind of content's going to pop up over here on this channel. I thank y'all so much for watching. I love y'all very, very much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!